In today's fast-paced world, many of us find ourselves clinging to various things, material possessions, emotions, or even relationships. We hold on to these things so tightly that they become sources of stress and suffering. The Buddha and Zen teachings offer us a profound lesson. Letting go of attachments can transform our lives. By releasing what we don't need, we create space for peace, clarity, and true happiness. So, in this video, we will dive deep into the Buddhist and Zen teachings on non-attachment. We'll explore how, by letting go of unnecessary baggage, we can experience freedom and allow our lives to improve naturally. Specifically, we'll discuss the importance of non-attachment through three key Zen sayings: Mushin, Hougejaku, and Ichigo Ichie. By understanding and applying these concepts, you'll learn how to live more freely and mindfully, which ultimately leads to a better life. Without further ado, let's dive into the first teaching. The root of suffering lies in attachment. The Buddha's teachings often point out that the root of human suffering is attachment. We tend to hold on to things, whether it's success, wealth, relationships, or even our own identities. But this clinging creates anxiety, fear, and dissatisfaction. Why? Because everything in this world is impermanent. When we become attached to something, we suffer when it inevitably changes or disappears. For example, think about how many people are stressed because they can't achieve their ideal job, or because they feel unloved or unappreciated by others. This type of suffering stems from attachment, an attachment to specific outcomes, to recognition, to success. The more we cling to these desires, the more we suffer. This is why the Buddha emphasized non-attachment. By releasing our grip on things, we create space for peace and freedom. But what exactly should we let go of? Here's where Zen wisdom comes in, offering practical guidance for letting go. Zen words that teach the art of letting go. 1. Mushin, the mind of no mind. Mushin refers to a state of having no mind. But don't misunderstand this as having an empty or blank mind. In Zen, no mind means a mind free of attachments, a state where you are not fixated on specific thoughts, desires, or emotions. When you're in a state of Mushin, you face life with natural spontaneity, responding to situations without being bound by preconceptions or unnecessary worries. This allows you to act with clarity and without fear. Imagine a martial artist. If their mind is cluttered with thoughts of victory or fear of failure, they cannot move fluidly. But when they let go and trust the flow, they act with precision and grace. Similarly, in life, if we're stuck in our thoughts, obsessing over the past or worrying about the future, we cannot fully experience the present moment. Mushin teaches us to let go of those mental fixations and focus on the present, where true clarity resides. 2. Hougejaku, let go of everything. Another powerful Zen teaching is captured in the phrase Hougejaku, which means let go of everything. This phrase invites us to release our attachments to all things, especially the negative emotions and regrets that weigh us down. For example, when someone says something hurtful, we often hold on to that anger or sadness, letting it fester within us. But clinging to those emotions only hurts us further. By practicing Hougejaku, we can release those feelings, freeing our minds and hearts. This teaching doesn't only apply to emotions, but also to material attachments. We often find ourselves striving for success, wealth, or recognition, believing that these external things will bring happiness. But the reality is that these attachments lead to stress and dissatisfaction. Hougejaku reminds us that by letting go, we gain freedom and lightness, which is much more valuable than any material success. 3. Ichigo Ichie, treasure each moment. The Zen phrase Ichigo Ichie translates to one lifetime, one meeting. It emphasizes the importance of treasuring each moment and recognizing that every encounter is unique and will never happen again in the same way. When we realize that every moment is irreplaceable, we naturally focus on the present and fully appreciate those around us. This attitude of cherishing the now helps us let go of unnecessary worries about the past or future. For example, even simple interactions with friends or family can become meaningful if we approach them with a mindset of Ichigo Ichie. By doing so, we nurture deeper relationships and live with more gratitude. This mindfulness not only enriches our relationships, but also allows us to experience life in a more fulfilling way. The power of non-attachment in improving life. When we practice non-attachment, we don't just find inner peace. Our entire lives begin to change for the better. Why? Because letting go allows us to be more flexible and open to life's opportunities. It frees us from the constant pressure of striving for perfection or the fear of failure. Take work, for instance. People often become so fixated on achieving success that they lose sight of the joy in the process. But when you let go of the obsession with outcomes, you can focus more on the present, on doing your best in each moment. Ironically, this often leads to better results because you're not weighed down by stress and anxiety. In relationships, too, practicing non-attachment is crucial. When we stop clinging to others' expectations or approval, we cultivate healthier, more authentic connections. Instead of relying on others for our sense of worth, we find it within ourselves. This leads to greater freedom and happiness, as we are no longer constantly seeking validation from others. Conclusion: let go, and your life will improve. In conclusion, the teachings of non-attachment remind us that clinging to things, whether material, emotional, or even to our identities, leads to suffering. By letting go, we open ourselves up to a life of freedom and peace. The Zen words Mushin, Hougejaku, and Ichigo Ichie show us the way. They teach us to release our attachments and embrace life as it is. When we let go, we discover that we are capable of living a more authentic, joyful life, one that's not tied to outcomes, but rather grounded in the present moment. Try incorporating these teachings into your daily life. Focus on the now, let go of what you can't control, and watch as your life naturally begins to improve. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it resonated with you and can help guide you towards a more peaceful, fulfilling life. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts and questions in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.